Hi guys, welcome back to Betty's Books. Today I'll be doing part 2 of me organising my bookshelf into a pile of books that I haven't read and a pile of books that I have read. If you haven't watched part 1, you can go check it out on my channel, but if you don't want to, you can stay here. So as you can see, I've got a bit more books I haven't read. Check out my Instagram. And let's get started with part 2. This is the current situation with the pile. It's not going good, but we can do it, guys. Okay. First book. So if I'm gonna do this one, I need to find the whole series. Bear with me. I found them. Wow. In case you couldn't tell. Right, let's get to the bottom. What? That wasn't a very good idea. We got The Twilight Saga by Stephanie Meyer. And in the series, there is 4, I can count, 4 books in the original. It's not a trilogy, it's a quadrilogy. That's my new word, quadrilogy. Trademark. And we've got Twilight, which is the first one. We've got New Moon, second one. Eclipse, which is the third one. I can't pick anything up today. Breaking Dawn, which is the 4th one. The original series. And then I think set in the 3rd one is The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner. That was a pretty good book. I have actually read this one. So I'm going to read you the blurb of this one and then I'll keep going with my whole Twilight thingy. Bree Tanner can barely remember life before she had uncannily powerful senses, superhuman reflexes and unstoppable physical strength. Life before she had a relentless thirst for blood. Life before she became a vampire. All Bree knows is that living with her fellow newborns has few certainties and even fewer rules. Watch your back, don't draw attention to yourself, and above all, make it home by sunrise or die. What she doesn't know, her time as an immortal is quickly running out. This was a very good book. Either watch or read Eclipse before you read this, because there's spoilers for Eclipse in here. That's why it says an Eclipse novella. I've read this. In the pile. Yeah! And then other than the original quadrilogy, we have Midnight Sun, which is the whole series, I think.
A few moments later.
Let's just say it's the whole series, because I think it is. It's the entire series from the main character in the original quadrilogy, her love interest. So this is from his perspective, and it took me so long to work out what was on this cover. I'm pretty sure it's a fig. I swear it is, but you never know. I will read you. When Edward Cullen and Bella Swan met in Twilight, an iconic love story was born. But until now, fans have heard only Bella's side of the story. In the original quadrilogy. At last, readers can experience Edward's version in the long-awaited companion novel, Midnight Sun, which is this one. This unforgettable tale, as told through Edward's eyes, takes on a new and decidedly dark twist. Meeting Bella is both the most unnerving... That's how you say it, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go with it. Unnerving and intriguing event he has experienced in all his years as a vampire. As we learn more fascinating details about Edward's past and the complexity of his inner thoughts, we understand why this is the defining struggle of his life. How can he justify following his heart if it means leading Bella into danger? I haven't read it, in case you didn't know. Onto the pile. It's such a big difference. I mean, look at that. It's great. Love it. So hold on. Have I actually read the first 3? I have. I can tell from the spine. And in part 1, I tried to show you guys the spine crafts. It didn't work very well, so I'm not going to show you. Oh my god, I have actually read the first 3. I haven't read the 4th one though, which is very annoying. I will probably do a video in the future of me reading all of them. Right, I'll read you the blurb to the very first book. When Isabella Swan moves to the gloomy town of Forks and meets the mysterious, alluring Edward Cullen, her life takes a thrilling and terrifying turn. With his porcelain skin, golden eyes, mesmerising voice, and supernatural gifts, Edward is both irresistible and impenetrable. But up until now, he has managed to keep his true identity hidden. But Bella is determined to uncover his dark secret. What Bella doesn't realise is that the closer she gets to him, the more she's putting herself and those around her at risk. And it might be too late to turn back. Ooh. I have read it! And then New Moon's the follow-up. That's going to teeter over. And then Eclipse is the follow-up after that. Ooh, we got the pile back. But then the last book I haven't read. Breaking Dawn, that's the follow-up. Well, it's the very last book in the original quadrilogy. Haven't read it. My piles have turned from very vibrant to very dark. Thanks, Twilight. So that was the Twilight series by Stephanie Meyer, not Suzanne Collins. Suzanne Collins is The Hunger Games. This is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and it's the play script. There are spine cracks. I swear I haven't finished it. Yeah, I remember this being like really good. I don't understand why I haven't finished it. Okay. So this is set like after the original Harry Potters, which are down here. You can't really see them, but like they're holding everything up. So yeah. It was always difficult being Harry Potter, and it isn't much easier now that he's an overworked employee of the Ministry of Magic, a husband and father of 3 school-aged children. While Harry grapples with a past that refuses to stay where it belongs, his youngest son Albus must struggle with the weight of a family legacy he never wanted. As past and present fuse ominously, both father and son learn the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes darkness comes from unexpected places. Wow. I'm gonna see. I'm over halfway through. No, I haven't read it. I've decided if I've not fully finished it, I haven't read it. That's my rule. This one I have read all the way through. This is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I need to reread this book because I was so confused. I didn't honestly really understand what's going on. Probably because I'm a child. But like, yeah, it's like a classic. And like, I thought it was good. I enjoyed like the writing and stuff. I just didn't understand what happened. Yeah, very quick read, so I can probably reread that very soon. Here is the blurb. Generally considered to be... Oh, it's not really a blurb. It's a blurb. It's blurb enough for me. Generally considered to be F. Scott Fitzgerald's finest novel, The Great Gatsby is a consummate summary of the roaring 20s and a devastating expose of the Jazz Age. Through the narration of Nick Carraway, I can't say that, Caraway. There we go. The reader is taken into the superficially glittering world of the mansions which lined the Long Island shore of the American seaboard in the 1920s to encounter Nick's cousin Daisy, Jay Gatsby, and the dark mystery which surrounds him. The Great Gatsby is an undisputed classic of American literature from the period following the First World War and is one of the great novels of the 20th century. I read it. That did not do much. I just realised that. Okay, never mind. This is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I've heard mixed reviews. Haven't read it. Of course I haven't. There's a recurring theme going on. I will read you the blab time. Nora is a cutthroat literary agent and at the top of her game. Her whole life is books. Charlie is an editor with a gift for creating bestsellers, and he's Nora's work nemesis. Nora has been through enough breakups to know she's the one men date before finding their happily ever after. To prevent another dating dud, Nora's sister persuades her to swap her city desk for a month's holiday in Sunshine Falls. It's a small town straight out of a romance novel. But instead of meeting sexy lumberjacks, handsome doctors, or cute bartenders, Nora keeps bumping into Charlie. Bloody Charlie. Haven't read it. Oh, it's gonna start falling over. It's fun. It's called content, which I hope you guys are enjoying. Okay, The Haunting Season, Ghostly Tales for Long Winter Nights. It has got lots of authors. This is the cover, if you want to look it up. It's shiny! Look at that, it's shiny. It's great. Oh, there's not very much. There's not a blurb. Yeah, it just says like the authors on the back. So we have Bridget Collins, Imogen Holmes Gower. Again, I'm going to say this again. I said this in the first part. I'm so sorry if I don't read the author's names right. Kieran Millward Hargrave, Andrew Michael Hurley, Jess Kidd, Elizabeth McNeil, Natasha Pulley, and Laura Purcell. This, sounds really good. I haven't read it. I might have to start a new pile in a minute. Uh-oh. Right, okay, if I move this over a bit more, and then I move this over a bit more, and then I move myself over a bit more. No, that doesn't work. Grimm's Fairy Tales. It was translated and edited by Jack Zipes, and obviously the stories by the Brothers Grimm. I haven't read all of them, so that means I haven't read it in my philosophy, in my life. Blue Sky by Toni Morrison. I have not read it. Are you really surprised? Are you really surprised? But I'm going to read you the blurb anyway. Toni Morrison's debut novel immerses us in the tragic, torn lives of a poor black family, Pauline, Charlie, Sam and Pecola, in post-Depression 1940s Ohio. Unlovely and unloved, Pecola prays each night for blue eyes like those of her privileged white schoolfellows. At once intimate and expansive, unsparing in its truth-telling, The Bluest Eye shows how the past savagely defines the present. Haven't read it. Books. The complete Chronicles of Narnia. I haven't read them. I've watched the first season of the series, but I've not read them. Yeah. I will get round to them. You're starting to be able to see it again. I can't tell if that's good or not. Twins. Point Horror by Caroline B. Cooney. Oh. I have read this. Alas, another book I've read. Yeah. I'll read you the blurb. Two girls, one life. Mary Lee and Madrigal are identical twins, exactly alike in every way. They're mirror images, two halves of one whole, or so it seems. But when their parents send Mary Lee to boarding school, 2,000 miles away from her twin, she feels lost and alone. Mary Lee wishes she could live her sister's life. And then her wish comes true. And Mary Lee starts to find out just how different Madrigal was. Ooh! I've read it. Finally. This is The Boy at the Back of the Class by... I'm so sorry. Anjali Q. Ralph. I tried. This is The Boy at the Back of the Class. It won the Blue Peter Best Story Award 2019. If you're American or not from England, Blue Peter is this like TV show. And it gives out like badges and stuff. Just Google it or something. Because I never watched it as a child and I think people find that very strange that I haven't. But I know what it is. It's blurb time. There used to be an empty chair at the back of my class, but now a new boy called Ahmet is sitting in it. He's 9 years old, just like me, but he's very strange. He never talks and never smiles and doesn't even like lemon sherbets, which are my favourite. But then I learned the truth. Ahmet isn't strange at all. He's a refugee who's run away from a war, a real one, with bombs and bullies that hurt people. The more I find out about him, the more I want to help. That's where my best friends, Josie, Michael and Tom come in. Because together, we come up with a plan. I haven't read this yet. Seems like a nice little book to read. I can't justify not reading any of these. I can't justify it. But I'm gonna try. Another one I haven't read. Okay. This is Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead. Okay, this was shortlisted for the 2021 Booker Prize. Ooh. Let's read the blurb. From her days as a wild child in Prohibition America to the blitz and glitz of wartime London, from the rugged shores of New Zealand to a lonely ice shelf in Antarctica, Marion Graves is driven by a need for freedom and danger. Determined to live an independent life, she resists the pull of her childhood sweetheart, but it is an obsession with flight that consumes her most. On the verge of fulfilling her greatest ambition, to circumnavigate the globe from pole to pole, Marion crash lands in a perilous wilderness of ice. Over half a century later, troubled film star Hadley Baxter is drawn inexorably to play the enigmatic pilot on screen. It is a role that will lead her to an unexpected discovery, throwing fresh and spellbinding light on the story of the unknowable Marion Graves. Haven't read it. How shocking is that? Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it a lot. Check out Instagram and subscribe if you want to see more of this chaos. Bye for now.